I'm up like 2.
Oh, oh, sugar plum.
I know
Why do you do this to me?
literally 3 days in a row because today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did the same exact thing. They were
Yeah.
all up at 6:40, and they came right the fuck back down every single day.
I'll tell you about my player. I mean, I already texted you about it, but you like to share the plays on the show, you know.
Oh yeah. Are we live right now?
We are live right now. I'm just giving it like another 30 seconds.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, call it a hunch, but I think penny season's about to start. Summer's penny time.
That's when we started holding a bag for fucking Isaiah.
That's what I'm saying. You get caught in these like penny pump and dumps. But like penny season happens probably like 2 or 3 times a year. Honestly, I feel like
Yeah.
penny season usually kicks off the winter run too. The what do they call it? The Santa. What's that called?
I know what you're talking about, but no, I think everything hit during Christmas. But I think penny season is June to September,
That's a long season.
right? Because there's nothing else going away because all the whales
Yeah.
fucking leave for the summer, and that actually kind of makes sense. All the penny stocks under $5, more affordable. Fuck with penny season
Yep.
makes sense. I like that. Yep.
That is our theory. We're sticking to it. And here's our theme song.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks.
Oh, good morning, you beautiful stoners, and welcome to Trap Stocks. It is June 9th, 2021. My name is David.
I'm Brian. What's up?
And Brian, tell everybody what we're doing today.
Bridging gaps, baby Davey. The stock market, the cannabis, the crypto, the comedy gap. 4 gaps, we bridge them all.
4 gaps, we're constantly bridging gaps. A huge shout out to Green Farms Dispensaries and Mad Terp Labs. Thank you for getting us high every single day. Check them out, Mesa, Flagstaff, Arizona. Tell them that your boy brought you. Brian, who else?
We have
Who else?
cheat
Who else
code
we have?
algorithm. We have cheat code algorithm, Dave. You've seen them in Yahoo Business, on Market Watch. We use them every single day. It's an algorithm to help you trade the stock market, sends very clear buy and short signals, so if something's in the middle of the run, it's going to let you know, hey, maybe it's time to take some profit. Cheat code algorithm.
Love it. Cheat code algo. And also, shout out to Twan Murder. And please join our Discord, like and comment, and fucking interact and make some money.
That'd be
You know
fun.
you want to. You know
Yeah.
you want to.
I mean, full on. The Discord, it goes through its waves. You know, when the stock market's hot, people are talking. It's popping off on there. Sometimes it's a little slow if there's not a whole lot going on, but it's always a good time, and that's what's important.
Well, so thank you guys for watching. We all love you. All right, also, I'm going to start it off. Concentrated Comedy 3. Free passes at trapcultureaz.com. We just announced the headliner. We just announced a VIP guest. So go check that out. I don't want to spoil it. It's a surprise. Go check. Get free passes. You're going to have a fucking great time. June 26th here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hell yeah.
Brian, can you go over that watermelon story real quick? I don't know if you
So
we spoke
funny.
on that live.
Yeah, so funny. Man, I wish I sent you the link. Let me pull the link up, because it's really silly. So yeah, I was just scrolling through this morning. I woke up early. I made a trade in the morning, and I was like, just kind of checking out
Your grandpa news?
Yeah, my grandpa news, which is becoming significantly less grandpa, if I'm being honest. Like, they're kind of starting to figure me out, which is what the internet's good at doing. But yeah, so here we have New York Times deletes an article claiming watermelons were discovered on Mars.
Jeez.
This article was posted, it was on Tuesday, and it was posted by, quote, Joe Schmo. The New York Times said this is just like some sort of placeholder article, and it was published in error. So,
Man.
yeah, I mean,
so
it's just got some silly stuff. It was just a silly mistake, but if you're a conspiracy theorist and you saw that, you probably shit your pants for a few minutes.
Bro, I just Googled it because I wasn't sure if they were publicly traded. They are publicly traded. So if you would like to type in NYT real quick, you're gonna shit yourself.
Is this tragedy rule? Almost.
Is this, I think, yeah, I would say it's tragedy rule,
No.
right? Why is it? Look at it.
Oh my god, dude, this thing is a fucking scalper's heaven. Are you kidding me? Look
Let
at
me
this
zoom out
shit.
to the 1 hour.
I got it on the 30.
Oh yeah, at least from the beginning of May. If you
Oh
fucking
my god.
if you scalped it every other day, yeah, you would have a good time.
Oh, yeah, you just like buy it at the beginning of the week, sell the like maybe even the next day. Oh my god, wow, that's beautiful.
Ooh, so it hit a peak of $59 back in the end of January. That's interesting. New York Times, $42.44 that it's trading at. Market cap 7.1 million or billion.
Nice.
Well, so that was very interesting. So I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to call that the project rule.
That's fun.
And then what was that other one you said? It was the Washington COVID shot.
Oh, so I don't know if you've been seeing this, but a lot of states have been offering incentives for people to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like Connecticut was giving out fucking free college tuition or something. I saw an article about that. But
Really?
Washington, yeah, it was silly. I was like, man, can I just move there and get dosed? Jesus, go to college for free. Washington State, though, they approved giving people a free joint when they get vaccinated. They called it jabs for joints or joints for jabs. And if you got a vaccine at like wherever this place was doing vaccines, you'd get your shot and then they'd give you a joint. They had a bunch of dispensaries that were giving them like free joints to give away for people, which I thought was dope. That's fucking awesome.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
There is for Concert Comedy 3, we are going to be giving away free COVID tests if you want. So you're going to be able to. You don't have to, but you can walk up right to the desk and get checked.
Well, hopefully there's no positives. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh my God, I know. To keep it on the cannabis subject real quick, Tilray was in the news. Like I said, since you wrecked my watch list, I get to look at the change percentages now.
Which
so the top
is
change,
arguably better.
it might be a little bit better. But so yeah, now I noticed that Tilray was kind of up there, and the news that I have is a little bit different than yours. What was that article that you read about Tilray this morning?
It was from Benzinga, and it was just announcing that Tilray is coming out with a new like health-focused brand called Symbios, and it's their first major brand release since merging with Afria. So they now have 3 major brands under them. They have Tilray, they have Afria, and then Symbios is the gist of what I read.
Is it CBD?
Both. It's like health products that include CBD and THC. They have
Interesting.
lotions that are both CBD and then like mix. Which, dude, those topical lotions that have THC in them, that is the jam. That shit works so well. Like if you have any sort of like aches and pains and you get lotion that has THC in it, you're not gonna get high, and it just like completely numbs the pain, and you don't get that weird icy hot shit. It's amazing.
But also, if you're not used to it, you're not used to that weird body feeling. Because you get stoned, you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking move. A lot of people aren't used to that.
It doesn't
AKA
happen when you
my-
do lotion, though.
Yeah, not with the lotion, but like,
Yeah.
ah,
No, you don't get stoned on lotion.
no,
Hillary's mother uses that lotion because she has arthritis. She swears by it.
No, so I'm trying to think, because usually when I use the lotion, it's always CBD. I'm trying to remember the last time I used it with THC. I felt like there might have been like some numbing.
There's
feeling in
definitely the numbing with the THC. There's
That's how often I fucking use it.
Yeah, there's a product. You actually got me a sample of it one time, but you can only get it in California. And I gave
I
it to,
remember that.
yeah, I used it forever, and then I gave another bottle to Hillary, and her mom liked it so much that she got her card and then was having it shipped from California to Arizona somehow. It was wild.
I don't even know how I got those samples.
They were amazing.
How the fuck? I don't even remember how I got that. But yeah, neither here nor there. Brian, what was the move that you made today? I saw that you made a quick couple $100.
Yeah, great play this morning. The other day I picked up. There's been a lot of UWMC chatter going on. And so on June 3rd, actually, I checked the date earlier, I picked up some $14 calls, lotto tickets, 5 cents each. You know what I mean? They immediately went down to a penny. And then this morning, I felt it just like the other day. BlackBerry Workhorse. I was like, I got to get up and sell these things right in the morning. And I mean, dude, I sold them for 85 cents each. They were up.
What are they now?
Now they're at like 30 cents.
Good for you.
Yeah, so I had 4 of them. I sold 3 of them. Made $245 off a $15 investment. And I kept that last one just because it's till next week. So I was like, because if this does get squeezed, because it is a short squeeze potential, and there's I don't know if you saw this, but the board authorized a $300 million stock buyback option. So they can just buy back $300 million of stock like whenever, and that's just kind of like sitting in the back of people's heads now. So I think this is gonna pop sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think so too. So if you were just getting it, because this is like a great price point, $9.79. It's still, even though it's been up a couple dollars in the last couple weeks, it's still a great price point. If you were looking at UWMC or Workhorse right now, what would you feel more comfortable going with? Because they're both legit companies, so it's not like a fucking meme like an AMC or a GME.
Here's the thing about Workhorse is that Workhorse is not really delivering much of a product. Like they have like one.
They are.
Yeah, they have like one contract, but UWMC is like a massive mortgage holder.
Yeah, no. So I was reading more into Workhorse. They have like 5 different contracts, and then they have the patent for their drone delivery to leave the truck. So Workhorse is the company that has the drone from the truck and to do whatever the fuck they need to do.
Okay.
Wild. I was like,
I'm equal on both of them, by the way. I think they're both. I think Workhorse is. I mean, this is the golden pony. You know, I think she is priming up for a run. Same as I think UWMC is priming up for a run, like a real run.
Oh, it's a huge real run. So like, I had the complete opposite day of you this morning. So like, you are great at exit points. Fantastic.
Thank you.
We're both good at finding lottery tickets because lottery tickets are kind of like our thing. I think that's how we make money. Because that's how I made my money. Like again today, I was up another $5,000, and I wanted to hold it just because I thought I was going to go to fucking 20 again.
No.
I don't know why it's always going to go to 20. I looked at this morning. All right, it was already up. I should have known better. It was already up 20-something%. I'm like, all right, bro, stop being a fucking rookie. Take it. Come back in. An hour and a half later, buy back at a great price point, and then do the exact same thing every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not doing that?
I don't know. I mean, that second part where you're like, come back in later. What you need to do first is just cut it.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to cut it, and then just let it sit there till the next day, because you're thinking later, like an hour. Oh my god, I know you. Just like, let this shit go. Dude, you've had your opportunities. I told you yesterday. It's like, you're not getting the run to 20 that you want. The next time it goes up, you got to take your profit. And you missed out on it again. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but like, third time's the charm. The next time it happens, you know to take it.
Yep. And then watch it run right after that. I'm going to hate myself. It's like,
it doesn't matter, though. See, that's the thing, is that it doesn't matter.
That's what I need to get out of my head. I think that's it right there. That's my problem.
Because you're always got this thing in your head like, oh, but what if it runs? But you've been shown that it doesn't run after. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, just sell it because you're securing. You could have got back in this race 3 times, Yeah,
literally 3. Yeah, so like everybody that's just tuning in, I do have Workhorse calls that expire on the 18th. I bought them about a month ago, lottery tickets. I spent a total of under $400 just because I kept I bought 2 originally and I just kept averaging down because I'm a goofball, and they all went to a penny. Next thing you know, it fucking went up almost 20 grand. But then I just let it dwindle. So now I'm like halfway. So I got like half of that. But it's okay. Could be worse, right? It could be fucking worse. I know. I fucked up.
Oh.
But, yep.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back into the watch list. What's hot today? Something that really caught my eye, WWE.
I was talking about this the other day. Didn't I tell you? Yeah, I told you on the weekend that people... and Tootsie Roll. What happened? Did anything happen to Tootsie Roll?
I have not read anything about Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll is up...
What's the ticker for Tootsie Roll?
TR.
What is
it's TR? It's not as much as... but it's up. Oh yeah, see, these are
It's up like $2.
like
So
meme stocks at this point. WWE's. Oh, god damn it! I knew about this. I knew this
Dude,
was
I know,
coming.
bro. And it's like fun fact. So whenever I go into the pool, Brian knows I always carry myself WWE inflatable belts. It's amazing.
Goofy. It's fun. It's a fun float though. You can just kind of like straddle it or hold on to it. It's a good time.
It's fucking amazing. But when I was looking at stock tweets and like reading articles, I'm like, all right, so what was like the main thing besides like everyone talking about WWE running? Like, what's gonna make a push? And there's just so much news about WWE. There's just so many articles written about it. It's like I'm trying to keep track of the NFL. There's always something going on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know how to judge that with the stock market. So I don't know.
That's a good point.
So the next one that was really up today, I think this is number one, is INO.
Oh look, a penny stock that is running like a motherfucker because
so it's,
penny season is upon us.
I agree. So I think it's Inovio expands partnership with Ad Vaccine to conduct global phase 3 I can't even read that.
Efficacy
Trial of COVID-19 DNA vaccine candidate. Which, thank you for helping me out with that word because I couldn't fucking say that.
Baby boy,
but,
you know I got your back.
But that's so crazy. So like when I was reading the article, they were saying they're just going to give these phase 3 trials to the the poorer parts of the world. Do you like that? Is that fucked up or is that just how it goes?
That's how it goes, isn't it? I mean, like there were plenty of Americans that participated in phase 3 trials. So if you've got a vaccine that showed great phase 2 results and the poorer parts of the world are the places that are in most desperate need of vaccines right now, then it's just like, hey, I mean, this is good, like, you guys ready to get tested? Yeah. I mean, they did it to us. I don't have any problem with them doing it to, quote, poorer people.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess it's a different time now. Mm-hmm. All right, so going back to UWMC, I do have a little bit of info why that kind of popped today.
Yep.
Did you read this? Did you read
this
morning? So this morning, actually, do you want to read that real quick?
UWMC, ex-dividend date scheduled for June 9th. Oh, nice. That is today. A cash dividend payment of 10 cents per share is scheduled to be paid on July 6th, 2021. Shareholders who purchased UWMC prior to the ex-dividend date are eligible for the cash dividend payment. Oh, that's why it's running today. People are trying to get the dividend. I wish I knew that. I should have sold my shares when I was in profit.
It's okay.
It's okay. It'll run
again.
Okay.
Yeah, now you know. Yeah, it's just a matter of time till that thing fucking runs.
Yeah. It should be up with Rocket. It should absolutely be up with Rocket.
Bro, remember all those options that we bought and they all expired?
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that they were actually up for a bit? Like, I had a bunch that... That was probably, like, my greediest moment. I had, like, fucking 50 of those contracts at, like, a, 2.5 cent average or whatever the hell it was. It was so cheap. And then one day it went up to, like, 45 cents and it stayed there all day. And I didn't fucking sell it. And then the next day it never came back. Ugh.
Yep.
That made me learn, though. I was like, I'll never do this again, because it just doesn't stay. UWMC gave me... They're like, we're just waiting. All you got to do is sell and take your profit. And I was like, nah, this is going to go on forever. So stupid.
Oh, that reminds me of your Mara calls. Remember that?
Mara calls was the exact opposite. I was like, I made $10.
Oh, yeah. Right. You're right.
My Mara calls are your greatest fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you'll sell too early, but you just don't, and because of that, you just don't sell. That's only ever happened to me once. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, it just like never fucking happens. And then when it does happen, you're like, oh my god, no. And then you go on.
Next one, I got a little bit of news about IDEX. IDEX pretty much is competing better than every one of its opponents in its industry. It's EV and vehicles.
Okay.
The article said. I don't know what's up with JAGX. What's going on with JAGX? Like, why is that taking off today?
There's like clinical results coming out. There's always people are always talking about the possible SPAC. JAGX, I don't know. There's nothing going on. Like, there's no news today. The only thing, it was downgraded from, like, Zacks Investment Research downgrades Jaguar to sell. And then it ran a little bit.
Huh.
So, yeah, I got nothing. I have no idea.
Okay. But so SOS, Riot, Mar are all up because of the Bitcoin news. That's pretty cool.
That's a nice, SOS is up 11%.
No, yeah, but like with El Salvador.
Oh yeah, that is very nice.
That's wild. If you guys didn't know, yeah. So is it? So what are they exactly doing? Are they creating a token, or they are just going to accept Bitcoin as like currency?
I mean, the headline I saw and what you have on here: El Salvador becomes first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender after passing law. So you can use Bitcoin as a legal tender. I imagine that means you could, like, pay your bills with Bitcoin if you wanted to. You could, buy goods and services. Essentially, that's what legal tender is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about them making their own coin.
Dude, 62 out of 84 votes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, you know why? Because they invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah. I think it's the start of something. I think they should do it. Why not? Because eventually, like, it'll probably be cheaper in the long run. Once they figure out how to. No, you won't be able to print anything. So you're just gonna be sending shit, and eventually they'll get the energy under wrap.
That's like the biggest concern right now is the energy. It's the same thing. I actually read an article about recreational marijuana. It's that one of the biggest issues is the amount of energy it takes to grow everything indoors. And, like, California and Washington, they're basically saying, like, hey, if you let go of these federal laws and regulations, then every state wouldn't have to grow their own weed, which is, like, a massive waste of money. But then you got, like, all of these companies that are doing it, they're not going to want to stop.
Yeah, that's a fucking touchy subject.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. So pretty much, Bitcoin's up, soaring today. Same thing with Ethereum. Not really much that's red. And we got 2 articles for you before Brian leaves and goes across the country.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah. All right, Brian, that's all you, baby. Baby Blue.
Global Foundries adds JP Morgan, Bank of America to its jumbo IPO roster. Global Foundries has added 4 more banks to work on a planned IPO that could value the chip maker at about $30 billion, according to people familiar with the matter. The chip maker is coming to market as numerous industries complain they can't get enough semiconductor supply as governments across the globe gear up to provide financial support for expansions in production. Interesting.
Yeah, there was no ticker to that, but fuck, Global Foundries, just keep that name in your fucking head.
Yeah, I was reading one of the other impacts of this chip shortage is the amount of fake shit that's being, like, made and sent out. There's been a market increase in fake components ever since the chip shortages have started.
Yeah, bro, I can only imagine. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Jesus. Next, I have shares of payment startup Margetta set to soar in NASDAQ debut. So if you want to type in the ticker MQ, I'm not sure if it debuted yet today. Oh, just debuted.
Yeah, look at that. Change that to the 1 second view so we can get some action. It's down.
So I'm gonna add this one to the watch list.
Okay.
So that has been added. So shares of payment startup Margetta Inc. were set to soar in the U.S. stock market debut on Wednesday, giving the company a valuation of nearly $17 billion. Shares were indicated to open at $32 compared to its IPO price of $27 per share. It looked like it debuted at $30.
You know what nobody talks about that I personally think is like a bubble? Is this payment startup bullshit. Like, this has got to be the 6th payment startup IPO that we've seen in our brief time trading the stock market. They're like a dime a dozen, and they're all worth like $1 bajillion. For what reason? Because they process money? Like, it seems like a bubble, and I don't like it.
Yeah, very, very good point. Never thought about that.
I just thought about it.
So it already has 5 million volume the first couple minutes
Yeah.
at $30 per share. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money going around.
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps up the show today. Thank you guys for watching. We love you, Brian. Before we end up going, are we going to be doing another show this week, or are we going to do it on Monday?
I don't have the capabilities to do the show in New
Okay.
Hampshire. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I fly back Monday, so we'll be back on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes, unfortunately.
What?
I know.
All right. Make sure you guys get your passes for Concentrated Comedy 3, June 26th. Free passes at trapcultureaz.com. Brian and I are putting it together. It's going to be fucking wild. It's going to be 3,000 people smoking a bunch of weed, watching comedy, and just shooting the shit with your friends. So
Can't wait.
until next Tuesday, everybody, we love y'all. Thank you. Join our Discord, like, comment, blah, 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 blah. Love you. Bye.
Peace. What an exit, Dave. That was beautiful. Again, not ready with the song. Here we are.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murderers on this track to try and rock your socks.